patience pays at the plate there tonight. A lot of times guys want to swing.
Yeah, Kramer really wanted to swing at that 3-0 pitch because of what Pudge did the other night. He wanted to win it by swinging, but that guy was starting to run out of gas there. So if we have to go walk it off, I don't care. I actually told our guys going into this game today, I felt like we were going to win this in walk-off fashion, and that can change the season, man. That can give your guys belief, no matter if you're facing the number one closer in the United States, to go out and beat them on Sunday was a testament to this team.
You look at Kessler and Sigmund that come in there and hold them to 4 runs, and give you a chance to.
That was the difference. We threw up 5 zeros at the end out of the bullpen, and everybody's naturally thinking, well, where were those guys yesterday when you needed them? But it was a different day, different atmosphere. We had a pitchers meeting before the game today and talked about getting right back out there and getting a second chance to prove yourself as a bullpen. And Kessler grabbed the ball and pounded the strike zone, and so did Zarbniski, and Sigmund was really good. And they left some guys on base there, but we just kept hanging around and gave ourselves a chance to win it.
That meeting and that conversation, was that any technical things, or was it more mental?
No, it was a mental thing. It's no different than if you've got the atmosphere that these guys were in last night in front of the biggest crowd in the history of this ballpark against one of the best teams in the nation. That's the first time they've ever stepped into that atmosphere, and everybody's got to fail before you can have success. And a lot of those guys failed last night. But failure is good if you can learn from it, and I really believe that we did as a staff, and those guys did individually, and they'll be much better for it down the road.
Is there anything you learned or were surprised from this group facing the top 5 team the way they did and beating them first time since 2013?
No, nothing about this group surprises me. The bigger the challenge, the better they are. That's what this group's mentality is all about. 2 weeks ago, Connor Dotson went down with an injury 5 minutes before the game started. His team's huddled around him, and we come out and win that game when that happened. So anytime we've had any kind of adversity, really, we've come right back and showed what the character of this team's all about. So I knew after last night's game that was a tough one to swallow last night, but I told our guys today I felt like today was a good day to have a walk-off. And I promised my kids that I'd wear an Easter bunny suit the rest of the day if we walked off TCU today, so that's where you'll find me from here on out.
Is it going to be on public view anywhere?
Probably not.
Could you clarify, is it something about you could not start an inning after 3:30 today?
It all depends on what the coaches decide at home plate based on your travel plans. And 3:30 was the drop dead time today.
Basically, in that game, you were either going to win it or tie it.
Yeah, when it got to 4-4, I called the 3 base runners. When it was loaded, I said, well, we're not losing this one. I know that for sure because the umpire gave this is the last half inning signal. So it was good for Darius. Darius has been up there a lot of times with opportunities to win it, and now he come through, and he's the guy that everybody dogpiled. So I'm just really happy for everybody.
Would that change your approach any, when you know that you can't lose the game? I mean, obviously you're waiting out, looking for the ball.
I mean, absolutely. I'm not taking Kramer out for a pinch runner if that game stays tied and we got to go on defense. But, put a pitcher in there that can run better than Kramer and maybe beat a force play at second base. So, it changed it a little bit.
Midpoint of the conference season, you got to like what you're seeing out of the guys, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've liked this team from day one. And the bullpen's always been where we've been looking for somebody to step up. I've been saying that from day one, but the competitiveness on this team and how committed they are, I've always liked that. And, we went into this season saying, hey, we're out to prove something. They keep telling us we're not good enough to play in the postseason, so that's what we've been using for motivation. Best way to motivate this team is to tell them they can't do something.